Brunch Gimmick theme song, fair use, non-copyright music. Sorry, guys.
How do you know all the lyrics already and it's your first time here?
Well, you know,
yeah.
I move in important circles.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the very special early edition of the Brunch Gimmick. Live for All In 0 Hour. We have Zach, Mike, and special guest, Big Bad Boris, the voice of Love Wrestling. How you doing, Boris?
How was that show on Friday? Woo, baby. Good stuff. Oh, good times.
We are firing in all the cylinders. Everyone there is absolutely killing it.
And it's only going to get better and better as we go along.
Yep. Zach, how you doing?
I'm good. Who is this blonde man?
Are you talking about Billy Gunn?
No, it's like he's sitting next to Renee. He's got...
Oh, I did not see.
Kip Sabian?
Maybe I was kids. Yeah.
I saw him on the desk earlier. I had my head down. I was preparing my all-in treat.
Right on. Just recalls I have to tweet that we are streaming early right now.
You know, Billy Gunn's like 60 years old. That ain't right, man.
Crazy.
It's wild.
It's crazy how old he is.
You know, if you would have told me 5-6 years ago that a non-WWE company would be drawing 80,000 people, I would have told you were crazy.
Yeah,
it's the last 5 years in the wrestling business has been pretty wild, in like the best way.
Oh, it's completely insane. Like the state, like you hear 80,000, and just seeing it live is something else. Like, this is a crazy environment. Like, it's so great for all of pro wrestling. Like, everyone's benefiting from both companies killing it.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to go to a couple of WrestleManias, and just the scope of what it takes to do this is madness.
Oh, snap, RJ City.
Everyone's drunk.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to talk or not talk.
No.
No, talk all the way through.
All right.
They both snubbed that handshake.
I think I'm a few seconds behind you guys because I'm only just seeing RJ City now. That's okay.
Noted Canadian Renee Young Paquette. So they're not going to put the ROH tag titles on these guys, are there? There's no way. Or am I crazy for thinking that?
I could envision a finish of the main event in which both of them go for their ROH tag titles and think about hitting the other.
Fair.
Yeah.
On a side note, the ROH TV show was kind of meh, but what they're doing with Athena and Billy Starks, I'm quite enjoying. That's a lot of fun.
I've heard good things about that. affiliate.
I watch it
confirming
every
was.
week just because I've been a big ROH fan like since the Jump Street, and it's just part of what I do. I just support that company. I like it, and it's very much like a dark on steroids kind of thing. But what they're doing with Athena and Billy Starks is fun, and they're really, really pushing her strong.
Yeah, like both of the young talents they just signed are getting fairly solid pushes. Like I'm happy that like they have a solid base for their future. Not only like but like they signed two of the bigger independent, like young independent talents in the States.
But Nick Wayne's not on the show, is he?
No, he was like, I think because he was beaten up.
They did an injury thing, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be Sting and Darby in a tag, I believe. Yeah, it's a tag casket match
Against Swerve and somebody else?
Yeah. Also, I think I didn't see the episode, but I think Swerve beat up AR Fox, so I think it's Swerve and Christian.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I wonder if Nick Wayne is not old enough to wrestle in the UK, and that's why they did that, or if there's some other thing. I don't know.
Maybe like sports commissions are crazy. Their rules,
Yeah.
are
Billy.
are so just like we'll just throw it in the air and see what happens.
Yeah.
And these are our rules for the next 50 years.
I could tell you Combat Sports Commission stories for sure over the years,
Yeah.
but
Well, I remember that we were Lawrence and I were hyped about like the No Ring show that we saw, and I think either you or possibly Ben Oman was like, "Yeah, we can't do that in Edmonton."
the commission's a little bit different than it was back in the day. Like back like in the PWA days, there would be a member of the commission at every show. And I don't even know if the Combat Sports Commission after if they still regulate wrestling here in Alberta or Edmonton after when Tim Hague died, sadly, they shut everything down. I don't know if you remember hearing about this, but Tim Hague was an MMA fighter and a boxer, and he did a fight here in Edmonton quite a few years ago, and sadly he was injured and he passed away. And the Edmonton Boxing and Wrestling Commission at the time, they stopped everything. Like PWA didn't run shows for I think 2 or 3 months because they shut everything down. And we actually had Kurt Sorokin, our promoter, and some other people went to city council meetings and said that basically the Boxing and Wrestling Commission should not be regulating pro wrestling because it's not a sport. I mean, still obviously there's athleticism and risk involved, but it's not a sport, so there's no. So I don't know if they regulated here in town or not. But yeah, we used to have like promoters' licenses, and all the wrestlers had to have wrestling licenses, and we think it was just kind of a cash grab for the city. But that's my story on that.
Interesting.
We only ever got fined in PWA once, from what I remember. We broke a bunch of rules, and they never fined us except for one time. A couple of the guys were fighting the crowd, and one of the wrestlers picked up a fan's beer and took a drink of it, and we got fined for that.
Oh no! How much?
That was the only time, to my knowledge, I don't remember. This was a long, long time ago, but in the 20-ish years of PWA, that was the only time that I'm aware of that we ever got fined. And we broke rules because you weren't supposed to fight in the crowd, you weren't supposed to blade, all this stuff, and we did a lot of that. Not all the time, but we would do that stuff anyway. But that was the only time we ever got dinged. What are the pre-show matches? Is it just MJF and what's his name? Adam Cole. I'm not a regular viewer.
You're enthusiastic about this storyline.
No. It's not that. It's just there's only so much time in my week. And,
I get it.
Like weekly televised wrestling, I don't watch it because not that I don't like it or don't want to, but I don't get a chance to watch WWE much or AEW much. You know, I watch my indie shows on the weekend and I catch up when I can. It's not that I'm not into it. I just don't know enough about it.
Sure. Hello, Spencer. Look, we got Boris on the stream, Spencer.
I don't see Spencer.
Oh no, he's on the YouTube comments.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Spencer.
Spencer Love.
The check cleared. Text box.
Spencer.
He's a good man. That's Spencer Love.
Spencer Love, paying talent by check.
Yeah, I thought there would be like at least another match, but come on.
Here we go.
What do we think of Excalibur? A lot of people shit on Excalibur, but I think he's good. I have no problem. I liked him when he was with PWG, and I have no problem with what he does.
I like him a lot, and I don't think there's a lot of people who could get through the ad read copy with the expediency and urgency that he does.
I've never had to do that, but I'd like to try just to see if I could hit that plug 12 matches in 30 seconds thing, just to see if I could do it. Like I know in all of my commentating, like things haven't been very stringent. It's been very open, and I just kind of do my thing because it's just indie companies with no time constraints and no like traditional television. So I don't know if I could hit that plug 12 matches in 10 seconds, but I think it'd be fun to give it a try. Spencer, I want you to give me copy and give me 30 seconds, and let's do this for the Speedball show.
And there you've got your reply already.
Hell yeah.
This copy is just a dictionary. Read it, Boris.
Aardvark.
We've got tag team titles.
Here we go. Big opening match.
I could see either Adam Cole or MJF just not tagging in, not maliciously, just like in circumstance, and make the other guy tired.
And this is a smart way to do business as well, because if they do it like a last-minute swerve or something on this story, it might talk a few more buys. A few more people maybe on the fence after what happens here. They'll be like, yeah, I want to see how this plays out. I'm going to buy this.
Yeah, if they end this on like some sort of cliffhanger, that'd be smart.
I want to thank everyone who's joining us for the Brunch Gimmick. Obviously, it's a very different format than we usually do, but it's a very particular Sunday morning and or afternoon, depending on your time zone, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this.
Oof, huge pop.
And they have another pay-per-view next week, too?
Yep.
All out, all in.
Well, I mean, they haven't run a show in Chicago in about 45 minutes, so it's good that they go back there.
Oh, okay, the ring jackets are cool.
What I think they need is a third pay-per-view the following week. We have All In, then All Out, and then All About.
I was going to say, like, all over the place. Now, will it get dark there at some point? Or am I stupid? Like, what time is it there? Like 5-ish in the evening?
I think it's up at like 5, 6 p.m. there, yeah.
I'm showing my cultural ignorance. Yeah, that's wild. I can't imagine what it's like to work in a like.
Yes, we fixed it. Oh my god! Finally,
You looked busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So because I'm trying to stream this, like stream like we're doing our watch along. We're all on a video call, and I'm also streaming a separate browser window into a Discord server that has the show on it. Even though I was streaming specifically the Google Chrome window that had the show into Discord, they were getting all of your guys' audio.
Oh no!
In as well, and so everyone is like, "What the fuck's going on?" So
you should have told us. We could have said hi.
Yeah.
One of my homies had the brilliant idea of put the stream on in a different browser. So now All In is happening in Firefox.
Hey, they're lucky to hear us, man.
We're on Google Chrome doing this now, and now there's no issue. But in the meantime,
sorry.
In the meantime, somebody else, as a backup, purchased the show. So now I feel terrible. Like, no! But hey, at least I got a replay for forever. So
yeah,
good show to have the forever replay of.
Can I send them an apology? I'm sure that I feel like I've ruined their experience.
See, I'm happy for a guy like Bryce Remsburg too. Because like this is cool for him, indie ref PWG to work his way up just because he's good at what he does, to get to be in a spot like this. Like that's cool.
All of them really, like Bryce, Rick, Aubrey. Paul Turner was in ROH for so many years. Like they've all.
Yeah.
Dave and Buster's. I went to Dave and Buster's in New Orleans. Tremendous place. Tremendous.
What's Dave and Buster's?
It's kind of like it's an American like chain restaurant. It's kind of like Rec Room in that it's like a restaurant with video games, but like Rec Room is like a little bit fancier, whereas it's more of it's like an adult Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, like it's where people go to drink and play video games.
Yeah,
I love it.
Have wings and have beers. Yeah, we went to Mania 18 or not 18, Mania 2018. We as soon as the plane landed, it was the first place we went.
Luna wanted to watch some wrestling with us.
Hello. I think my cat is very confused of why I'm not streaming in my usual corner of the room. It's looking at me like I'm doing something wrong.
See, I don't do this enough. I don't have a cool background. I need to like build like picture of myself with my social medias on it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were glancing at the Twitch chat during the broadcast, as you sometimes do during LPW, but I was lamenting the sorry, the guy just fell over the top rope.
Yeah.
Oh, you're way behind me then. That was like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh my TV.
I don't have access to the Twitch chat at all. I don't see anything. I wish I did, just to know what people are saying, because I want to know if someone's like, Boris, you're terrible. But no, I don't see it at all.
No.
It might be good though, because I might get distracted and not pay attention to what's going on in the ring. But I hope everyone's having a good time.
90% of it is just Boris is so handsome. We love Boris.
Yeah, he kept the camera on me extra long, and it was a little bit weird. But yeah, I can't wait for the 29th. That's going to be, Judas Icarus coming in, obviously Speedball coming in.
Yeah.
Veda coming back to sit with me is going to be great.
I'm so excited for that.
Night. It's going to be a super good night.
Uh-huh. Closed it. I went back to watch live, and it's taking me back to the beginning. Oh,
because my clock, we're at 42 minutes, 11 seconds, 10 seconds, 9 seconds.
Oh, I see. No, there's just an embedded ad. It's gonna. There we go. Okay.
I really do love an afternoon pay-per-view. This is so nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The shoot job, I work very early, like 6 a.m. I got to be there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, this is good. Let's get this done, and I can still go to bed.
Me too.
Heck yeah. I got some work I still got to do, so I will be like multitasking a little bit, but
Oof.
It's nice.
Oh, it's a hell of a super kick.
oh, I'm still very behind. I just saw the backstabber by Cole.
What's the curtain jerker? What do you start with?
Oh,
I might not even be aware of the full card, to be perfectly honest. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I gotta go take a look at that card.
if I didn't want to see him in Nightfall, I would say Sting and Darby versus Swerve and Christian. But that should be later.
Trios titles.
Yeah, maybe.
The Acclaimed's music sounds like a really good way to start that show off. Like, you just kick off the show with a Max Caster rap.
Great shout. Yeah, Mike, I appreciate the offer, but I think I'm going to order it. I need it on my screen.
That's all good.
You send me that thing, the magical thing that you want to send me. You send that to me.
Oh, yeah.
Please, sir. With all of the respect in the world.
Do I follow you on Twitter? I'm pretty sure I do.
If you don't, I'm insulted. No, I'm just kidding. So I heard that somebody from Bleacher Report was checking out the stream on Friday night and quite liked what they saw. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Bleacher Report only
it was Doc.
Oh yeah, Doc.
Bleacher
Love that
Report
doc.
only has 14 million followers, so I know it's just one guy from that conglomeration, but still, I hope they enjoy it.
I know it's always challenging to run the show on a Friday, but it was particularly challenging because of course, a lot of fans were very much invested, and rightfully so, in SmackDown this week, given the loss of Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, what unbelievable.
Yeah, just heartbreaking, man.
It's funny too because you always say that like things happen in threes, and then Bob Barker, who absolutely has a wrestling connection, All three of those people who passed away last week were great on Raw.
That cable cam is insane.
Yeah.
That cable cam angle is just insane. That looks amazing.
I've only just gotten to the kangaroo kick.
Yeah. That looked way better than I thought it would. I thought he was going to play it sillier.
Oh, man.
I thought he was going to land on his feet, too.
Yeah.
They won the ROH.
Oh my God, with a double clothesline!
Poor guy bumped on his head, too.
Kyle Fletcher spiked himself on a double
Double
clothesline.
clothesline.
I love this.
Oh, pro wrestling is the
this.
best!
I love I'm not even high yet.
Just on life, baby!
Yeah, I think that might have popped a couple
Uh-oh.
more people to buy the show. Good for them.
Yeah. Here we go.
Look at that lead bump. My God.
Oh, he sold the shit out of that. He took like almost a Shane McMahon stunner bump on the double clothesline.
Did it say double clothesline on the double
This is
tap?
amazing.
Oh, tremendous.
Oh my goodness.
Baby.
Did you see the Powerhouse Hobbs Miro confrontation earlier on?
I caught it just as I was sitting down at my desk.
It's funny. My girlfriend, her and I, we've been together about 3 years. I have dragged her, unfortunately, into this world of wrestling, and she's kind of a layman fan. She watches, but not really like super invested or super like shoot smarky knowledgeable. But at the end, when they're fighting all the security guards, and all the security guards are getting close on my Miro and taking perfect bumps, she's like, "Wow, those security guards bump really well." And I'm like, "Yep, it's over for you now. Wrestling,
They're
the
all
magic
workers."
the bloom is off. Yep, the bloom is off the rose. The magic is gone. You're now cynical like the rest of us." I gave her a hug, and that was it. Oh, the show was blown up.
Let me tell you something about those security guards. Let's go to an indie show. They'll look real familiar.
But we were talking about how cool stuff like that is, because I've seen a lot of my friends, MRB and Clark and Sheik and a bunch of those guys do, security and enhancement work on Raw, and it's super cool to see your friends do that. And like for one of those security guards, that was like the best moment of his life, and I think that kind of stuff's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I love anytime I see like indie homies doing extra work, because I know they're getting a payday for the night. They're getting some free catering, probably getting to hang out with, some like acquaintances, and perhaps they're getting some info, advice, and like there's so much that they take from the experience besides that like 30 seconds on TV where they're pulling people apart. It's a whole like the everything for them, like for the night is like it's always awesome to root for them.
I applied to be an extra when AEW was here, but me not being a wrestler, there's not really a whole lot for me to do.
Sure. Would have been cool though.
They have guys that they can. Oh, okay.
Oh shit!
Interesting.
What am I missing?
Mercedes
comes-
Monet.
Here comes
No.
the Monet. Yeah, you're probably behind still a good 30 seconds.
Yeah. And all these people are leaving, and they're about
Notice
to.
she had
Sorry.
the Wyndham armband on too, which
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so nice.
Oh yeah. Eh?
Kip Sabian looks like a fucking 1980s action villain.
tell us where the cocaine is.
Yeah, like he should have henchmen.
Yeah. Excuse me a minute, Mr. Bond. Is it?
Yeah,
I planted a bomb at Wembley Stadium.
yeah. Like I can see him just like pacing around a room with his hands behind his back, like being all coy, asking questions while the butcher and Blade torture someone in the middle of the room.
With his nuts connected to a car battery.
Yeah. Shane and Kane style, eh?
I forgot about that. Oh god, wrestling is terrible.
Yeah. It's crazy. You name like any stupid, ridiculous thing, and it's like WWE is like the Simpsons of wrestling, where it's like WWE did that.
Like for every Shawn and Taker at WrestleMania, there's Mae Young giving birth to a hand to balance the force in the universe.
Yep.
On a
Absolutely.
completely unrelated side note, just because A, I'm all about the shameless plugs, and B, I just believe it. How good is Speedball and MRV going to be?
Oh, dude,
Oh,
that's gonna
Man,
be
oh man, oh
fantastic.
man. I got the
Yeah.
best seat in the house for that one.
Literally.
I might be coming to Edmonton for it.
Oh,
gotta
really?
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent.
I might
okay.
be.
get
Yeah. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I just gotta fine tune a couple details, and like otherwise, like I'd have my tickets already, but just, I wouldn't want to cancel after investing in a flight.
Nice. You get a really good, like a really cool commentary setup at Love.
I'm right on
It-
top of it, man. I'm right on top of it.
Yeah, like you're ring level, but ring side at the same time. It's very cool and different. I don't know. Yeah, I like things that are different from how everyone else does them. So
It's a really unique venue, and I'm
Mhm.
not sure where else would be the best place to put me. But
True,
I
yeah.
like being there because I'm right on top of stuff. Like my eye level is almost equal with the top row, and yep,
that's cool.
best seat in the house.
No need to watch any of the show through a monitor.
The only time I wish I could do that is when like they like to go battle out in the crowd and go up the stairs to the different levels, and it would be nice that I could see what you're seeing. But other than
Oh,
that,
okay,
I'm
yeah.
pretty much
Yeah.
on top of things. Did anybody watch that AEW All Access show? Their like reality show with Cole and her. Was that any good?
it
I
was
watched like 2 or
fine.
3 episodes, but it's
Like-
like definitely scripted vibes reality
course,
TV, which is
Yeah.
like I'm automatically kind of out.
like, no, my thing. I would have liked it to be more like Total Divas, but it's more like they try to do like a scripted version of Hard Knocks. If you know the NFL reality show, like it's a Hard Knocks. Like they follow a team during the first 4 preseason games
Mhm.
every year.
Like the
On
road to the
HBO.
Stanley Cup sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's sort of like that vibe.
So was like the main story kind of Adam Cole coming back from injury sort of thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, that the like
And-
Britain, like the women's locker room tension, and
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sammy Guevara and Ty Mello, finding their footing as heels now that they've started getting boos and shit. Like it's all yeah.
I also want to say that after All In, JPJ will be spearheading an All In reaction over on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Love Wrestling CA. It's going to be a bit different. It's going to be like a hybrid of like the reaction. Plus, he's going to be streaming a bit of WrestleQuest, which was provided from our friends at Skybound Games.
Yeah, it's I'll be there.
Right on.
You're stuck with me all day here on Love Wrestling.
I imagine my family will be getting home around that time, so I probably won't be there for that. But I hope everyone has a good time at the stream. I hope everyone has a good time tuning in.
Families ruin everything.
I told my wife and my daughter, I'm like, today I am on today I'm operating on some UK wrestling hours, and see you tomorrow.
I like it.
Sheeta rules, man.
Yeah.
Where's Riho? Is she still a thing?
Yeah, I felt she showed up not that long ago to do a match. Like maybe a few months ago, she came back to do a match.
I'm assuming the reason she hasn't been around is probably either injury or some travel or something.
Yeah.
When she's available, they be using her.
They only bring in Rio when they need to defeat NXT in the head-to-head ratings.
Yeah.
Riho killed NXT.
That's the funniest meme. Like I don't mind ratings discourse except for when it's used as like tribalism and fodder in that regard. But like the Rio continuously defeating NXT every time is the funniest thing.
Oh, anything for the memes is good.
Yeah.
If it's for the memes, it's okay.
Yeah.
Riho defeating NXT, the bunny being the tribal chief because of the street fight ratings that one night. Like,
on another side, unrelated note, if you want to have a good time and treat yourself, indulge in a little bit of the marijuana and watch NXT Season 3. Because, my God, it'll be the best time you've ever had. That was the game show season with the Divas, and my God,
nice.
It's amazing. It is so good.
Fun fact: I have a VPN, and I've recently come into possession of some Peacock access.
Oh, okay.
So I can literally watch the whole season 3 uninterrupted, like no problems. I'll find it. Yeah, it's on for us. I'm doing it.
I'm just glad that it's not like that anymore, because my Lord.
I never watched, like, this was pretty much all of Black and Gold NXT happened during my like lapse in fandom.
Okay.
So I like didn't watch NXT at all. I basically missed it entirely.
Oh, here comes good old JR.
Am I an asshole for hoping that he's not there for the whole show?
I get what you're saying. I do feel bad for saying it because it's not there anymore, which is sad because he's one of the greatest of all time. But
exactly,
it's not there anymore.
No, it's when he knows what he's talking about. He's still JR. But like the stuff where you can tell he's not like super familiar with it. He's like really not good at like winging his way through it anymore. So I just yeah.
Has he spoken yet? Can Hook cut a promo?
He says words sometimes.
Words?
He speaks when he needs to.
That's a good shot. That back and out shot, that's good stuff. Yeah, things for them got a lot better when they hired that WWE production guy. Has really, really helped improve their look.
I agree.
I think they're still like their director or their switcher still sometimes they'll miss some shots during the live TV shows and stuff.
These shots are insane though. This stadium's amazing.
Beautiful. Again, say what you will about the card, but the vibes are gonna like. This show is gonna live and die on the vibes.
I watched that Rev Pro anniversary show from the Copper Box Arena yesterday, and that was like the biggest indie show in like UK wrestling. And Ospreay's entrance on that had like I sent a picture to JPJ because we were watching it together in Discord. But like the hair down like my entire arms and legs was standing up, and I had goosebumps just from the crowd singing "Elevated" when Osprey came out for that. So when he comes out tonight, like that's gonna be Vibe City.
Speaking of JPJ, how you doing, stud? Thanks for joining us. You know where the link is. I know you're going to be streaming a whole bunch today, but if you want to pop in, please feel encouraged to do so.
JPJ, one of my favorite people. And you're talking about the build. I know it's a different time and a different company and a different vibe, but ECW used to have like one match announced or one or two matches for a lot of their pay-per-views, and they would get by again on vibe and just with ECW pay-per-view, you kind of know what you're going to get. So again, different situation, different vibe, but are we buying Perry as a heel? I don't see it enough.
No,
He's struggling to get comfortable, I think.
Yeah, production and camera work so far on point.
Limo driver, nope, not paying enough for this. Motherfucker didn't take.
You know what just fucked with my head though? I was like, why is he getting out the passenger side? But it's a UK car, and I just noticed the steering wheel. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like Tony's buying a limo.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
Yep, Tony's buying a limo. Oh, that's a good shot too. Look at that.
Yeah.
God damn it, pal. It's good shit.
No knee pads, Hook. I respect it.
Yeah.
Don't trust a man. It's like Drew Gulak. I never trust a man that doesn't wear knee pads. Ooh, okay.
Whoa!
I like.
Jesus.
I think I'm a split second ahead of you guys. A little
Yeah.
I like the Timothy Thatcher logic on wearing no knee pads. Why would I put pillows on my weapons?
Yeah.
That's a good line. That's a great line.
Yeah. It definitely sounds like the kind of psychotic shit that Timothy Thatcher would say.
Why isn't he on the card? Isn't he like the most respectable British wrestler?
Rolling thunder off a
Oh!
limo.
That was actually quite well done. So falls kind of everywhere, I assume.
FTW rules for this, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, while I might be a little critical of Jack Perry, the stock of this title is pretty much elevating during this feud.
Oh.
This whole match going to take place around the limo because I'm okay with that.
Oh, damn.
Oh, Christ. They are beating the hell out of each other.
Yeah, I'm a split second ahead of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that wasn't fun. Oh, and a little bit of color. Good, 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 good.
I am streaming.
He's streaming.
He's here to destroy things.
Cats are evil.
Jeez. This rules. I love listening to Proud Papa Taz.
Yeah.
I would love to call a show with Taz because it'd be fun to just have him break my balls for everything I say. I want to call a show with Nick Gage, just because when he gets on the commentary, it's amazing, and it would just be the funnest thing
Oh,
ever.
it's so funny listening to him do. My favorite is hearing him do commentary on not deathmatch stuff when it's just a wrestling match. Because he's such a fan.
Yeah. Like most of it's like, I just fucking love this shit, man.
He loved.
This is so cool.
My favorite
don't-
is I fucking hate referees.
Yeah. I loved it on the 4th of July show. They just forgot to give him their, like, backyard wrestler names. And he's like, kept calling them their, like, actual ring names. It's like, I don't fucking know their backyard wrestling names.
Yeah,
Give me the
Nick-
sheet.
Nick didn't get
Just
the
on-
memo about the gimmick of that show. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite shows of the year. I look forward to
Yeah,
that
me
backyard
too.
wrestling show every
Oh
year.
my god,
It's
yo,
so much fun.
Like the
I was
shitty thing is
dying.
it's not a holiday here, obviously, so I have to wait till I get home from work. But yeah, that's one of my favorite shows of the year.
Yeah.
I was dying laughing at that one this year because of the one match like right before the main event where they were just like they just kept going and Brett Lauderdale's on commentary like, oh boy, he's got the advantage. I'm wondering if he can take this home. Like says it so loud so they can hear him in the ring.
I'd like to work for him, but if there's a Dave Prezak, there's no room for a me.
Hey, you never know.
Hook's shoulder is something nasty right now.
Yeah. Oh.
JPJ says something about Jungle Boy going after Hook. I think I missed something.
Jungle Boy going after Punk. What?
Oh yeah. He before he got suplexed to the glass, he knocked on the glass, then like went right to camera and said, "Rio Glass, go cry about it."
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. See, this is what
Because Punk was trying to talk him out of using glass in a match.
yeah, I heard all about
jeez.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, as they were.
But this it's a and again, unless this is them trying to work an angle, it's just the inmates running the asylum, and there's no Vince McMahon to be like, shut up.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like an actual thing though. I think it was literally just them having a conversation about whether using glass, and it got blown up because it's CM Punk. Like
Yeah.
that was one of the things I
Fair,
felt.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably Jack Perry taking
Yeah,
taking the piss out of it. Yeah,
The internet.
I like
Yeah.
the missed low blow into the exploder in the corner. That's cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Hook's so good, man. He's
Yeah.
like probably one of the wisest signings that AEW did. You know, he's a young guy, looks amazing. He's only going to get better in the ring.
they had him just like so perfectly built too, where he just never said a word and just stood in the back, and then like slowly got his hands more and more dirty, like and getting involved in Team Taz business, but
Yeah.
never really like doing anything until basically Team Taz dissolved.
I remember when he was like on like the height of his popularity, there was like, you know, the detractors being like, oh, why is he so over? Everyone just loves him because he's in AEW. I'm like, dude, he's a good looking guy. He's a silent badass, and he throws a mean suplex. What is not to like?
Yeah.
These two kids know how to wrestle. The neighbors moved. There's nobody home. Oh, I'm never gonna be that good. Although I did call Jack Pride the head of the snake on Friday, and it just came in my head, and I was like, "That's a good line."
I recall that. That was during the entrance, yes?
Yes, it was. That's like I'm like that's my verbal version of like a 6:30 splash. Just came to me. I was like, "Yeah, that's not bad. I got to remember that for next time." Oh, Taparoonie.
Oh,
sorry.
No,
Sorry, split second spoiler alert.
No.
I enjoyed that.
yeah.
oh wow, they have little fog machines on the pillars around the ring. Interesting.
Oh yeah. I remember when Taz introduced that title in ECW.
Yo, imagine sitting in that section where the sun is just blinding it out right now, though.
I had that.
Oh, yeah.
That looks horrible.
I had that at WrestleMania 31 in San Francisco. Before the sun went down, it came down on the outside opposite to us. I wore a ball cap, but my friend didn't. Got a big, giant face full of sunburn.
Oh, they
bad.
probably couldn't see half the show while that was half of what was going on while that was happening.
Our side of the stadium, when the sun finally went below the edge, we all popped and there's some random cheer.
We can see again. It was cold in my house. I gotta turn my air conditioner down or get a. I might be sitting here with a house coat on soon.
Chilly?
Yeah, it's getting real cold in my house right now. Someone got that air conditioner cranked up.
Ross W. Berman, 4th, saying Jack Perry versus Hook feels like a subtle tribute to Terry Funk. Definitely a bit of a riff on Flair versus Funk in that match.
I love all this old ROH footage. It makes me all warm and fuzzy.
It's so good that they own the library and can just pull it out for shit like this.
Those were good matches too. Joe's another guy who's worked everywhere and had a solid amount of success everywhere he's gone.
Yeah, he is one of those people that I feel WWE just dropped the ball. He should have won the title when he's feuding with Lesnar, because he was built as this dude is the biggest badass in the company.
And he was over, and I'm quite sure he was selling T-shirts, and
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that at all.
And Brock liked working with him. You could tell,
And if you're good with Brock, you're good.
Yeah.
Not everybody is.
Yeah. It seems like Brock likes people who actually hit him. That's why, everyone felt like the Dean Ambrose feud was very lackluster, and it was. But, the Joe stuff, man, it was good.
Also, Samoa Joe was on one of my favorite podcasts, Doughboys, a few weeks ago. And he's if you want to watch him be legitimately very hilarious throughout, he's very good. It's basically him reviewing a Taco Bell with 2 other comedians. It's very funny.
Plugging this back in. Is it still the hype package for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm imagining we'll want to have a hard 1 o'clock sign off. So, why don't we take time to talk about what we're doing this week? Yeah.
Oh.
What are we doing this week?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you what I'm doing this week. That's pretty easy.
Oh, Nigel's in the house.
I'll be doing Indeed on Wednesday afternoon at 6 o'clock Eastern, as I do every Wednesday at 6 o'clock Eastern on Fightful Overbooked with Righteous Reg, talking to some people from in and around the world of independent wrestling. This week we're talking to Dylan McQueen about Effie's Big Gay Brunch happening awesome. Next weekend in Chicago for the All Out festivities. And then actually the week after that'll be September 6th, which means that is the premiere of Crossbody Pro Wrestling's Uproar Season 2. And I will be I'll be there on Friday when it tapes, but I'll also have we'll have Big Ben Ortmans on Indeed on September 6th to talk about that. So check that out.
Big Ben.
And then I'll be back here for brunch next Sunday. Always.
I am looking to reschedule last week's postponed edition of Quizplex. I'm going to be reaching out to our contestants. Hopefully we get them all back. We had a great lineup with Little Mean Kathleen, Puff, and Sway Archer. Unfortunately, it happened it was scheduled to go shortly after we all got the unfortunate news about Bray Wyatt, and it didn't feel right to carry on with the program as intended. So stay tuned for announcements on that. Lawrence?
Yep, you can follow me at CartSandDG on pretty much all the socials, and catch me right here on the Brunch Gimmick every Sunday, and maybe whenever the next blowing off stream, I'll probably be there.
And Big Bad Boris, what's going on in your world in the coming weeks?
If I can find some guests, the Punk and Proud Lovers podcast will absolutely return. I'm trying to branch into some more American talent, and I've been talking to people, but it's slow and whatever. But that will absolutely come back because it's a lot of fun and I miss doing it. You can follow me on my social media, which is right. How does my finger work? Right. Oh, look at that right there.
Yep.
I want another shot on Quizplex. I lost my title. I won my title. I lost it in my first defense. So you know what? I'm throwing my hat in the ring. I want on there. And September 29th, LPW Speedball Strikes First on the Twitch stream, hosted by myself. If you can't be in there, we're gonna sell out. I'm surprised we're not already. I expect by the end of this week we'll be sold out. So if you are dawdling, dawdle no more. Thank you guys. This was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw Nigel sit down. I'm wondering if we're gonna get like a nice little quick squash or something before in the next 8 minutes.
I wish Harry was on this show.
Harry?
That's what I wish. Harry Smith, Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Yeah.
I think
That'd be
he should
cool.
be on this show. But again, I don't have any say in anything.
I don't know. There could have been a nice 0-hour match between Athena and Emi Sakura by my estimations.
Yeah.
There was
That's really
time for it.
I wish Emi Sakura had a fucking match on this show.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was so hyped when AEW went to Edmonton and Zoe Sager got the match with her.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to peace out again. Thank
All
you
right,
guys
Brent.
so much. And hopefully maybe we'll talk to you guys sometime during the week.
Thanks for
Sorry,
coming by,
have a
Boris.
good one.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We got to have that Boris on more often.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I'm gonna hide behind the RK Athletics. There we go.
And what's really great is if like Boris needs to take a moment to like during the stream to exit, we'll probably be watching an LPW match and we'll hear Boris joining us indirectly.
Right. Oh, can't wait for the Young Bucks to get those titles back today.
No, I don't want it.
Oh yeah,
I do not want that to happen.
best tag team in the world should have the best tag titles in the world.
Oh, no. No, FTR, please. I have... Okay, well, no, I'm not going to... I should revise what I was about to say. I don't begrudge the Young Bucks the success that they've had. They have earned every little bit of it, but they are not Zach's kind of tag team. No, they're just not.
Ah, way. Young Bucks, super kick them into the grave, take the titles off those legacy merchants.
Here, let's get the RK Athletics sign off of your face.
There we go. Yeah. the views of Mike are not those of Love Wrestling or RK Athletics.
All right.
Move them off of me so it doesn't look like they're condoning the things that I say.
Oh yeah, spicy takes. The Young Bucks are very good. Such
Yeah.
controversy.
Yeah. Yeah, FTR legacy merchants.
Oh, there's that too. Yes. All right.
I really wanted, like, part of me is like, man, who the fuck was that sixth man if this didn't get cut down to a 5v5? But I feel like it was just Shota. Why wouldn't it? Shota Umino.
Oh
Shooter.
yeah. That,
Like, what? Who else really would it have been?
yeah. No, it was smart to just leave it as 5v5 rather than replace Ray Phoenix.
Hmm.
But the coffin match, that upsets me, man. Should be Fox. Or at the very least,
Yeah.
not break up Mogul Embassies like within a hot minute of their success.
Yeah, that team looks so goddamn cool. Like, that was a perfect pairing there.
Yeah. All right, friends. Well, how do you guys feel? Do you want to take this all the way for another 5 minutes, or do we want to go settle into our enjoying of All In?
I guess we can give people time to. We can get
Yeah.
off a little early, get everyone set up.
Yeah, I got a couple things to squeeze into the next 5 minutes, but yeah, once again, follow me at Smartmouth. Thank you, Lawrence, for getting this together.
Yep.
This was fun.
Yeah. Great way to start the afternoon.
I'll see
And
you
Mike-
all.
I'll see everybody later. I'm gonna be on here with JPJ.
Awesome.
I might hop on too. I'll say I'll message JP.
Do it.
Yeah.
Cool. Happy All In, friends.
Happy
Yeah.
all in.
Are you ending? Which